welcome to our Yoga Calm class. It's so nice to have Allison and Gavin back and Andrew and Ava joining us for the first time.
Why'd you say back then?
Because Allison and Gavin have been coming here to do the class already. But it gets to be your first time. So we will start by talking about our ground rules for Yoga Calm, which are right here behind me. Is there a volunteer that would like to read? Okay. Huh? All right, we'll start with Allison for the ground rules and we'll have another chance to read. Okay.
Number 1, treat yourself with a king or queen. Number 2, respect each other's space. Number 3, no shoes on the mats. Number 4, when you are having a difficult time, use positive self-talk. I am strong, I am in control, I can do it, I can be responsible. Number 5, if you are struggling, instead of saying I can't, say I am not ready for that or I have not learned that yet.
All right, thank you so much. So we'll all get the opportunity to stay on our mats in our own space, and then when we do other things together, then we'll be able to move along at that time. And let's go ahead and start by practicing saying our positive self-talk. So Gavin, how about you read the first one, and then we'll repeat after you, and then you read the second one, and then we'll repeat.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I am in control.
I am in control.
I can do it.
I can do it.
I can be responsible.
I can be responsible. All right, thank you. So, and you'll notice that there's a few things on your mats too. So we have a couple of flowers to represent nature for us and the beauty that nature provides. And then you have your little warm fuzzy that has a little bit of oil on it if you want to smell. And guess what?
Peppermint.
Peppermint. Is it just a little bit?
Lavender.
And you have lavender, yeah.
I don't like.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Next time we can do a different one. And then you also have a little stone on your mat too. And so today we're going to be really focusing on grounding and the things that help us feel really strong and secure in our bodies and really connected to the earth. So we're going to start by doing some belly breathing and work on calming our bodies. And so I'll start by leading us through some breaths while everyone learns what to do, and then we can have some volunteers that want to lead. So I'll start by sitting up nice and tall like a king or queen. And we're going to be practicing breathing into our belly so that we can make our belly expand. And then when we breathe out, we'll make our belly go in. If it helps to have your hands on your belly, you can do that. And we'll be breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. And we have our little ball to be able to help us know what we're doing. So when the ball expands, we'll inhale, and when it goes down, we'll exhale. So we'll start with 3 breaths together, and then we'll have a volunteer. But could I get someone to count for me? You want to count, Gavin? So when the ball is closed, then you can count those breaths. Okay, so we're all nice and tall and ready. We'll inhale. Exhale.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you for counting. So would someone like to volunteer to do the ball for us? All right. So Gavin, you can come on up. I'll trade you places for a minute. And you can ask the class how many breaths they would like to have.
16.
Let's pick a number between 5 and 10.
2.
Or we could go under 5 and do 2.
2.
Does 2 sound okay? Can you ask someone to be your counter?
Andrew.
Okay, so nice and tall. Whenever you're ready.
1, 2,
Okay, so we decided on 2. All right, would anyone else like to lead with the ball? You want to try, Andrew? So before we have Andrew go, we also like to give compliments in our class. And so if we'll give some compliments to Gavin about anything that you think that he did well in leading us with the ball.
I kind of liked how you did a little bit faster pace than usual.
And remember how we just look at someone and smile and say thank you when they give us a compliment?
Thank you.
Okay, so Andrew, do you want to see how many reps the class wants to have?
Get it. Perfect.
And then do you want to call on a counter? Okay, whenever you're ready.
Two with 1. 2. 3. 4.
Okay. Any compliments for Andrew?
Yeah. Nice and steady pace.
Just say thank you. Okay. So, Ava, you want to do the breathing ball? And I will move over to Ava's mat, and you can move back to yours, Gavin. So how many more breaths do you think we need?
10. Yay.
All right, and do you want to choose a counter?
Allison.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
1. 2. 3.
All right, thank you. Can you be a volunteer later? Or would you like to do the ball too? All right, any compliments for Ava? You can call on someone, Ava. You can just say thank you, and it looks like someone else wants to give you a compliment too.
Your blue lips definitely match the color
Cool. All right, so now that our bodies are feeling nice and calm, we're gonna do one of our mindful moment cards. And so it says, imagine a tunnel that goes deep into the ground. Travel that tunnel into a small, cozy room deep inside the earth. What is in the room? Who is there? Notice how it feels to be inside this room. So you can kind of think about that and imagine going deep into a tunnel and finding a special room.
color.
So inside your room you have a bed?
Yeah.
Yeah? Anything else anyone wants to share about what's in their tunnel?
I got
House?
a hot tub.
A hot tub deep inside the earth. Nice. And Gavin has a house.
Swimming pool.
A swimming pool. Ava, what's in your special one? You have a TV down there? Are there any special people with you down in your special place in your tunnel? I get to be in your tunnel? All right. Andrew?
100 video games.
Whoa. You'll just be able to stay down there for a long time.
What is that?
So, it looks like all of his petals are on the floor. Does anyone else want to share anything else about their special? Yes, Ava? Flowers down there. So sometimes, oh, go
I
ahead.
have blue crystals hanging from the ceiling.
Ooh, nice. So sometimes it can just be nice to imagine that really safe place where you can go and feel really protected and have all the things that make you feel really good. So we're gonna now work on moving into being more active with our bodies. So we're gonna stand up on our mats. And as we think about being really grounded, we're going to be practicing stomping like elephants. And so while you're on your mats, you're going to be really imagining your feet going deep into the ground. And as I play the drum, you can march your feet to the beat of the drum. And sometimes it's good to just get all that energy down going into the ground. All right, let's go ahead and start. Feel nice and firm into the mat. Strong, in control. Go a little bit faster. And then slow. All right, so how does that feel to have your feet going grounding into the floor?
Awesome.
Awesome. Feel nice and strong. Ava, what how's that? It tickles a little bit going up into your body? It kind of hurts? You must have been going really strong. Okay. So we can go ahead and take turns doing a drum, and we'll start with Allison since she didn't get a chance to be a volunteer yet. And actually, if you want to just go from your mat, and we'll just pass it down since it looks like everyone would like to have a turn. And you can set the pace for us and we'll keep you nice and strong and grounded. Oh, we're starting fast. All right, woo! That was a lot of energy. Okay, so it's going to start us all fast too. Nice, steady pace. All right, thank you, Ava.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what's our Gavin's pace gonna be? Slow motion elephant. That's going fast now. To really concentrate. All right, thank you, Gavin. You can do it however you like. Okay.
I'm gonna steal my sock.
Okay, thank you, Andrew.
I forgot to one of them.
Uh-oh. The elephant has a little injury, huh? So, okay, we're actually going to stay standing up, and we're going to do some practicing with some balancing and being really grounded into our feet. So the first thing, we're going to do our roots first, Gavin, and then we'll move into tree. So you want to stand with your feet like a number 11, so they're both facing forward. And as you feel all four corners of your feet, up by your toes and in your heel, and ground them nice and firm into the mat. Picture your roots going down from your feet into the ground. We'll stand up nice and tall like a king or queen. You're working hard. So we're gonna test those roots a little bit and move over to the side. Just kind of move your body with keeping your feet nice and planted. Go ahead and move to the other side. Oh. And we'll go to the side. And this time we'll kind of lean forward a little bit. Test the roots on that side. Oh, we have some roots that are falling down. Okay, this time we'll just lean just back a little bit while you feel your feet nice. Okay. All right, so now that we have a feel for what it's like to have our feet planted into the ground, we're going to move into what's called tree pose. So we're going to be lifting up one foot, and so we'll be working really hard to balance. And it can be a little bit tricky to balance when you're feeling really silly, so we'll just do our best. So you can put your foot up by your calf. You can use it down here on the floor if you need a little bit of extra help balancing. You can have your hands up in the air like Allison, or just at your heart center for some extra balance. And just picture that foot that's planted really holding you steady. Nice work. All right, let's plant our other foot down into the ground. And go ahead and do our tree pose on the other side. So wherever you're feeling most comfortable. Okay, you can use your other leg to steady. You can have your toe touching down on the floor. Okay, we can plant that one down. Nice work. So we're going to get together with partners now, and we're going to do a couple of tree challenges. And so, Ava, you can be Allison's partner, but I'll go ahead and demonstrate first with Allison. So we'll go ahead and plant one foot in and get into our tree pose. And this time we're going to just kind of use our partner. So just rest your hand to hand and use some support from them to help you balance. And so you want to make sure that your hands are just resting on each other and helping you balance instead of pulling on each other. And you could do two hands too. So Ava, I'll let you try that with Allison. And just kind of see how different it feels to be on your own trying to balance or having someone for a little bit of support. So you're trying to actually balance for two people? It's feeling a little bit more difficult.
If the other person loses balance and you lose balance.
Yeah, you're affecting each other, that's right. Okay. So our next challenge is going to be individually in your tree pose, but we're going to be doing some mirroring. So I'll demonstrate with Gavin. So you'll want to get your foot planted, get into your tree pose, and then I'm going to follow whatever Gavin's doing like we're in a mirror. And we have to practice extra hard with our balance. So you can start off with your partner doing maybe some slower things that will be a little bit easier to mirror. And so it's just like you're looking into a mirror while you're focusing on your balance. And while you're doing it too, remember that positive self-talk around being strong and being in control and being responsible. So Ava, let's stay nice and still in your tree pose while you're being the mirror. Which one of you is the mirror right now? Okay, so you're doing whatever Allison does with her hands. you need to switch legs to balance out, that's a good idea too.
When we switch.
Oh yeah, go ahead and switch partners, thank you. So Ava, this time, however you move your hands and your body is what Allison's gonna do. Resting.
I like those people.
I know this, that's okay.
I do it to do it.
It's all right, they can do it. Okay, did you both get a chance to be the mirror and the one to be the leader and the follower?
So, were we kind of like minus that at that point?
Yeah, kind of. You want me to think about it?
Like when she was like bouncing on the wall, like this instead of actually putting my hand.
Mm-hmm. Fun way to think about it. How about we do it afterwards? Okay, how about one more pose to copy? Oh, we're mirroring Gavin, or Andrew, remember? Yeah. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna move into our tree circle, and we're gonna all be a forest together.
Oh yeah, say those.
And so let's all get into a circle. We'll try to work around the flower petals that are happening here. And we'll just be pushing palm to palm. And let's all put our right foot that's rooted down, and then we'll put our other one up. Or we can just do whichever one feels good. And so here we are, trees in a forest, working really hard to stay nice and grounded and strong in our bodies. And if you want to take your socks off, it might help to put, when we're not on the mats, it might be helpful to have your socks off. Do you feel comfortable taking your socks off?
Sticks my foot into the ground.
Okay.
It sticks my foot into the ground.
Yeah. So we're gonna work really hard. Our foot's nice and rooted. And I notice some wind is coming through our forest. I see some movement of the trees.
It's a tornado!
We're gonna just do a nice gentle breeze coming through.
Whoa!
And we're using the other trees for support to be in our forest.
It doesn't work to hold Andrew's hand.
Oh, we can ask him to be calmer with the wind.
I can really do it.
So then we'll just go ahead and plant both of our feet back down as our wind is dying down. And we're going to need an animal that's going to come to the forest. Okay, so I'm looking for someone to be calmly raising their hands. And I think we'll have a chance for everyone to be an animal, but we'll go ahead and start with Andrew. And so, Andrew, the only rule is that you can't touch anybody or blow on anybody, but we're going to be in our forest as our trees, and you can come in and out of the forest and make any kind of animal noise, be any animal you want to be, and we're going to be focusing really hard to not be distracted by the animal in our forest. Focusing.
Focusing on you.
A relaxing tree, all right. Okay, let's go ahead and plant our both feet back down. So what were some strategies you used to not be distracted by the animal? You closed your eyes. You closed your eyes too. Let's go ahead and go in the circle this way, but everyone will get a turn. We'll go with Gavin next, and then Allison.
No, I'll go last.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we had a couple strategies, so those might be some good things to try. Closing your eyes. Ava said she was focusing on me, so you might want to find something to focus on. Yes, Andrew?
Can I ask my mom something?
Sure. Andrew can still be on the thing. Get one foot planted up into our tree pose. We're staying really focused while the animal's coming into the forest. Okay, let's plant our feet back down. Any strategies? That was a very distracting routine. What did you do to keep your focus?
Ignore.
Just kind of try to ignore it? Yeah, sometimes we just have to tune things out.
I'm not good at tuning things out, so I just close my head again. So
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, so just the visual turning that part off, yeah. Okay, Andrew, let's come on back, and Ava's gonna be our animal this time.
Please don't talk.
Okay, let's plant back down. Nice focusing. What strategies did you use that time? Same? Going with the eyes closed?
Guessing.
Okay. You were just able to focus, Gavin? Okay, we have one more animal to come.
Ava's going to distract me as much as the other two did. The first one was actually big distraction, and Gavin was less, but then Ava wasn't as terrible.
Okay, so kind of different things take different focus. Okay, so Allison, do you have your animal in mind? Oh, yeah, that's okay.
Can I please say it?
Hmm?
Can I please say it?
Say,
Stay.
oh, stay as the animal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
So
start
I think we'll be done with that part for right now, and if we want to do it more again after our class, we can. But we'll go ahead and come back to our mats.
I have an idea. Maybe we can do like a solo one and everyone else can be animals.
Oh,
And
that's
see how hard it is to focus.
without being in the forest. Yeah, that would be fun to try. Okay, we're gonna do one more thing up on our feet, and then we'll be back on our mats. Nope, not this. So we're gonna be doing we're gonna do wood chopper. So we're gonna be pretending to be chopping wood, and we're gonna be working really hard to still keep our feet very grounded into the mat. So we're gonna have our feet a little bit wider than hips. And so kind of almost to the edge of your mats, but make sure they're on your mats so you're not slipping. Having your feet facing forward. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna picture a big piece of wood right in front of us, and we're gonna get our axe all ready, and then on the count of 3, we're gonna go down and pretend to chop our piece of wood. And so let's all start up together. 1, 2, 3, hula! And if you want, you can make a nice big sound to also help move some of your energy, and we'll work really hard to stay standing up on our mats. All right, let's do it again. Another time. 1, 2, 3, hula! And let's do 2 more. 1, 2, 3, hula! 1, 2, 3, hula! Okay. We'll do one more. Okay, request for one more. 1, 2, 3. So how did that feel in your bodies?
Good.
Good. Heard we trying this awesome.
Awesome.
So it can kind of give a little bit more energy, help you be focused and thinking if you need to. So we're gonna go ahead and move into being a little bit transitioning to kind of a calmer part of our class. So we're gonna sit in a circle. We're gonna do a back drawing. So we want to, you know, be some of. So you want to be behind me? Okay. So we're gonna be sitting sideways. So we all need to be able to face the person in front of us. So Andrew, you'll need to be able to touch Gavin's back, and Allison, can you reach? So yes, we might have to get a little bit closer. We've got kind of a small little circle. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by just putting your hands on the person's back in front of you. And then we're going to start with some just very light, gentle rain on the person's back. So just do some nice, gentle taps. And really tickles a little bit. And then we're going to have the rain get a little bit harder so you can do a little bit more tapping. Kind of going down the person's back. And then we're going to have some thunder. You can do some nice gentle pats. And there's some lightning coming. You can draw some lightning strikes. All right, and then you can draw some nice big puffy clouds that are coming out in our storm. It's feeling a little bit ticklish.
How do you know what I'm doing?
Okay, maybe we need deeper pressure for Andrew. Do you think that would be helpful? So first then now we're going to have the clouds be brushed away. So we're going to swipe them away. Still nice and gentle and relaxing. And the sun's going to come out. Go ahead and draw yourself a great big sunshine. You can do a smiley face, sunglasses if you want. And then the sun is helping those flowers grow. You can go ahead and draw some flowers for the person in front of you. And now you can draw or write a special message. So you can draw a picture or write a message to the person in front of you. And then when you're done, you can just lean forward and tell that person what you drew for them. Did everyone get to hear your picture?
I got to you.
Oh, okay. You can take that.
Everything is so good. I'm so looking to say it to you.
All right. That's a nice long message.
Here's it.
That would have been fun too. So aside from the tickly parts, how did that feel?
Relaxing.
A little weird, a little relaxing. A lot relaxing.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's go ahead and come back to our mats.
My mat.
And we are going to go into what's called child's pose. And so we're going to come back up onto your knees and have your toes touching, and you can kind of just sit back onto your legs. And then Gavin's already moving into it. And then you can either have your arms out in front of you and be resting your head down, You can have your arms at your side if that's more comfortable, or you can make a little pillow for your head if you would like to do that. And we'll just spend a couple minutes here taking some nice deep breaths, feeling grounded into our mat and nice and relaxed in our body. I'll stay here for taking 5 deep breaths. Okay, you can come on up. Oh, if you go ahead and finish your 5 breaths. Okay, and so as we finish up, and we'll go into one more breathing pose. So I'll have you go ahead and lay down in a comfortable position on your mats. And so when you're laying down on your belly too, go ahead and start paying attention to your breathing, making your belly rise and fall. We're going to do another mindful moment card. So, sure. So I'm going to have you remember a time when you worked very hard. Maybe you ran a race, played in a game, or helped carry some heavy objects for a friend. Remember how tired your body was. Now think of how good it felt to lie on the ground and rest. Your body was so tired from the work that it melted into the ground. Feel your body melt like that now. So just take a few moments to just feel your body relaxed and melting into your mat. And focus on getting your breaths down into your belly.
Gently down. Gently down.
You can find a more comfortable position if you want. So we'll focus on taking 3 more deep breaths while we're all melted into our mats in a relaxed position. When you're ready, you can come on up. Really close. Right after our focus That's okay too. It's good to feel so relaxed. Andrew, you want to go ahead and join us sitting up on your mat? Keep resting after if you want to. So we're going to go ahead and finish our class with some volcano breaths. And so what we're going to do is we're going to return to sitting up nice and tall like kings and queens. Go ahead and have you sit on your bottom, Gavin. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart center. And when we inhale, we're going to lift our arms up nice and tall. We're going to pause. And then we're going to open our arms like lava flowing out of our volcano. And we'll come back to our heart. So we'll do that 3 times together. So we'll inhale. Exhale. And on this last time that we're all going to breathe together, I want you to think about someone that you hold very special in your heart. and think about who you would like to send a special message out to and your special heart thoughts. So as we take this last breath, you can hold that special person close to you. So inhale. You can send your thoughts out to them. Exhale. Come back. That's okay. All right. Thank you so much for learning with us today. Of course. Who would like to share who they sent their thoughts out to? You.
My friend Jesse, because his brother is in the army right now, and he's really brave.
Sending some thoughts to him. Ava, who were you thinking of? You were thinking of your mom. Andrew. Catherine?
Everyone is awesome.
You were thinking about everyone being awesome. All right, thanks for sharing. Thank you for that reminder, Allison, to be able to share. And thank you all for being part of our class today.